Ask and ye shall receive. These are the somewhat healthy relationships from Greek mythology. You asked for romantic couples from Greek mythology that actually worked out. And this is part 2. First up, we have, of course, Eros and Psyche. Eros also being known as Cupid. And they had a beautiful relationship and marriage, and the only issues were external. Psyche accidentally incurred the wrath of Aphrodite because other people were saying that she was as beautiful as Aphrodite and must be one of her daughters. Aphrodite didn't like it. And so when her son Eros fell in love with Psyche, Aphrodite made Psyche's life a living hell. And Psyche is actually a hero. She completes a series of seemingly impossible tasks in order to win the favor of her mother-in-law and to be reunited with her love, Eros. And Eros loves her too. This love between Eros and Psyche was so strong that Psyche got turned into a goddess. Next up, Baucis and Philemon. Baucis and Philemon were just regular Phrygian people. And one day, for shits and gigs, Hermes and Zeus decided to dress up as beggars. They went along to everybody's house seeing who would take them in, and no one would take them in, except for Baucis and Philemon. They brought them into their house and showed them good hospitality. They were rewarded for their kindness, and they were able to be turned into intertwining trees upon their deaths. Next up, a queer love story involving your favorite, Hercules. That's right, Hercules had a boyfriend. His name was Hylas, and they seemed very in love, very devoted to one another. Hercules and Hylas actually joined Jason and the Argonauts to get the Golden Fleece, but along the way, when they were setting up camp, Hylas got lost. He was actually abducted by a bunch of naiads. And Hercules, instead of continuing on with the expedition with Jason and all the others, he decided to leave the expedition to go and look for his boyfriend Hylas. So if he wanted to, he would. And finally, one of my favorite stories ever, Hero and Leander. This is an example of a beautiful love story, but it does end in tragedy. Hero was a beautiful priestess to the goddess Aphrodite. She lived on one side of the Hellespont, and her boyfriend Leander lived on the other side. So every night, Hero would go up into her tower and light a lamp, light a candle so that Leander could swim across the strait and go and visit her for some lovemaking. He did this every night until there was a massive storm one night, and Leander actually drowned. So devastating, but they were in love, so it's kind of nice. Don't forget to like and follow for more Greek and Roman mythology, and comment what you'd like to see me do next.